Hello, happy Monday, everyone. Um, how about that Super Bowl? Okay, Rams. Um, so I'm just gonna give you an overview of this week's assignment. It's only one submission and it has two parts. Answer study questions, write a paragraph. Now, I do have a little bit more to say about that paragraph. Just keep in mind as you do these assignments that they are purposeful. You have already written an introductory paragraph that would begin your essay, that type of paragraph, and you've done a summary that would be the next paragraph. So I'm going to offer you this structure from which you can deviate later. Okay, so for now, you're going to write an introductory paragraph, and then you're going to write a summary paragraph, and then you're going to write analysis paragraphs, which is what is happening this week. Okay. And all of these assignments are meant to get you ready to write your essay. So you'll have practiced all the three types of paragraphs. Not really a conclusion, but those don't tend to be as challenging. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen with you. Here is the assignment itself. Answer the study questions, just one Google Doc. And here I've written out, imagine that you're writing an essay about the article, Does the Internet Make You Dumber? Because that's the reading that you'll do. So imagine that you've already written an introductory paragraph and then a paragraph that summarizes the main content of the whole article, just like a paragraph, just like the assignment we did. And I've referenced the assignments there. So this assignment is you moving on to the next paragraph of an essay about this, does the internet make you dumber? And now you're going to analyze single points. You're going to extract a single idea and go from there. And you can apply your own experience. You can chime in and say, yes, this is, this resonated with me because I also had an experience, having a laptop open or taking notes. There was one experiment that he references. Anyway, so just a reminder that these assignments are purposeful. You've done an introduction, you've done a summary, and now it's time to do analysis paragraphs, which are usually the most challenging and the most interesting, because you get to give us some new spin, and it can be a little bit of disagreement. You can be, but what about also this? It could be an analogy that, Carr's discussion of distractedness is like something else. Etc. There's a lot of ways you can go, and you'll see that in the Google Docs, the Google Slides. Okay, so just go through them systematically, and it will give you some of those do's and don'ts, and it will give you examples of how they are constructed. Okay, so there we go. Okay, so in Nicholas Carr's article, Does the Internet Make You Dumber? He argues that our brains are demonstrating neuroplasticity by adapting our thinking style to our surfing style of the internet. Now that is me encapsulating and doing like a summary paragraph, okay, in which I'm not going to delve into all the particulars, but give the reader kind of an overview. And while we all know how convenient it is to use the internet, and he's focused on the problems. So don't think for a minute that it's all bad all the time. He's just, for the time being, going, I wonder how this is affecting our brains and our sociability and a couple of other things. So here, and then come the study questions. And then you write a single point analysis, but you have to look at the slides and look at the examples. You can take any student essay that are in modules and just look, just go down past the introduction, past the summary, and then look further and you'll see analysis paragraphs. So there's examples abound. Okay. And here I just want to point this out right here, that this is kind of a model that you can use for how to start these paragraphs. Because you've done the introduction, the summary, and now it's time. One of the points that I found most interesting, and here it says, one of Carr's more intriguing focal points is his assertion that the internet is not so much improving our reasoning through access to information as promoting our native state of distractedness. Okay, so that is what a topic sentence would sound like for a focus paragraph. Okay, so these analysis paragraphs will be throughout your writing. And I'm offering you this kind of, it might seem like a rigid structure, and you can deviate from it sometimes or maybe later, but for now, let's just try it this way. So we get the skills down. We got the intro. Most people just did great on the intros. They're kind of fun because they're kind of relaxed. And then the summary was more technical. You really had to accurately represent. You had to use quotes. So that was a little more challenging. And now we take one of the ideas and you analyze it and you bring something of your own experience or your own idea to one of these specific points. So make sure to read the examples. And, think about it. I mean, the easiest way to do all of this is to be real. What do you really think about what the author is writing about? So, and whatever your process is, taking notes or, free writing for a while, all those strategies are great ideas to get these focus paragraphs out. And again, you can actually use this writing in your essays. If you do a really good paragraph here, and I've given you feedback on your other two, the intro and the summary. So hopefully you're looking at that feedback and you're realizing some of the revisions you might need to make if you're for your essay, which is coming up. Okay, so this week we're on to the kind of meaty paragraphs of your essay, and that's the focus paragraphs. All right. Well, I'll tell you a couple of things that can go wrong. Don't do this. The don'ts. Is the topic sentence at the beginning of the paragraph. It announces what's going to be the content. So sometimes the topic sentence does not match what the content of the paragraph is, and that can be kind of a problem. So make sure that it's focused. That's why the word focused is on there, because you're going to pick an idea and then everything that follows thereafter is going to contribute to illuminating some interesting insight that you have on one aspect of the article that you stay focused on. And I've given you lots of ways to stay focused, and that is sometimes repeating a single word or phrase in the paragraph as you connect logically in sequence different parts of the paragraph. Okay, so that is just the overview, and I just want you to keep in mind that these paragraphs that you're doing for homework are meant to be useful to you as models for your essay writing, and you can actually use them. So pay attention to any suggestions for revision. And remember, Holly is the tutor, and she's happy to help you in the early stages. And as always, you can take a look at essay number 1 at any time. It's in modules. Just scroll down and you can see what it is. And I'll tell you what it is. You're going to select one of the readings that we've had so far, and I list them there, or the TED Talks, and you're going to write an essay in which you discuss, various aspects of the talk. You're going to have an intro and a summary, and then focus paragraphs, and then a conclusion, which sounds a little formulaic, but for now that's okay. We're just going to see within that formula, those focus paragraphs, you can go crazy with creativity, so there you have it. The things to keep in mind are the academic tone and all of the MLA basics that you've looked at, and those are all evident not only in the examples that I give you in the assignments, but they're evident in all the student essays. So if you're just wondering what those might look like, get some ideas, you can go back. The other thing is, make sure that you don't excessively use quotation. You do want to just have choice little quotes that do a job for you. We don't want, four lines of quotation. They should be fairly succinct. Okay, that's it. So one assignment has 2 parts. They're worth 5 points each, and that's not our main focus, is the points. I mean, it's pretty easy to get the points, but it's important that you understand how to do this kind of writing, because that will be the next assignment. We'll get on to writing your first essay, which you could be working on right now, or you can be using these assignments to get the jump on it and already have a paragraph that you've had feedback on and that you've revised, and or is already good to go, depending on what you want to do. Okay, so that's it for today. Make sure that you read the assignment carefully and the article as well. And do your work and have a good day.